Good morning, dear students. How are you? I hope you are in a good condition and taking a good care of your health. Now, dear students, in today's video, we have to continue the same exercise 9.2 because the length of this exercise is lengthy. It is lengthy exercise, so we divide it into 2 or 3 videos. Okay. So if you observe the videos in a sequence, you will get the complete track of the exercise. So we start this exercise, which is 9.2, and before going to start, the assignments which is given to you, that is to be solved by you on a regular basis. Okay. If we complete the chapter 5th, 6th, so I request to all of you, please try to solve the exercises given in the textbook, right? So for geometry, as far as geometry is concerned, we have to keep practicing, right? Because it is totally based on the concept of the geometry. So please do this and practice regularly. Now, dear students, here question is given in a figure. Now, if you observe the figure, this is the figure PQRS and ABRS. Now, where is PQRS, dear students? PQRS and ABRS. Right? These are the parallelograms that is given. And x is any point. This x is any point on BR. X is any point on BR. Now, what we have to show? Area of PQRS. Area of this PQRS. This area is equal to area of ABRS, as both are the parallelogram. So we have to show their areas must be equal. Secondly, area of triangle AXS. AXS. Area of this triangle is equal to half of area PQRS. Look carefully. Area of this triangle is equal to half of area PQRS. So these two results that we have to show. While solving, we have the complete knowledge of this figure, because on the basis of this figure we can solve this result. So to obtain this result, let us observe this figure. So in solution, it can be observed that PQRS and PQRS and ABRS, they lie on same base. Okay, PQRS and ABRS, they lie on same base, RS or SR, and also lie between the same parallel line. Two conditions is to be satisfied here. One, they are having the same base, and second, they lie between the same parallel lines. Now here, if you observe the parallel lines in PQRS and ABRS. So dear student, if you observe carefully, what are those parallel lines? Those parallel lines are SR and PB, right? So they lie between the same parallel line and having the same base. So we may say that according to these two assumptions, we can say that area of triangle PQRS is equal to area of triangle ABRS. This is result 1. Okay, because it satisfies the condition which having the same base and lie between the same parallel lines. So we have result 1 with us. Result A is proved here. Now moving on to next result, that is area of AXS is equal to half of area PQRS. Now dear students, consider triangle AXS. AXS. We are considering this triangle, and the parallelogram ABRS. We are considering triangle and parallelogram. What do you observe, dear students? These lines, okay, AXS and ABRS. So my question is, what do you find here? The base. The base is AS. Very good. We have find the common base and lie between the parallel line. That is AS and BR. AS and BR having the common base as AS and lie between the parallel line AS and BR. So again it satisfies the condition that it lies on the same base and lies between the same parallel line AS and BR. So using this we can say that area of triangle AXS is equal to half of area ABRS, parallelogram ABRS. Let us call this as equation 2. Now, here in result 1, what did we say? Area of PQRS equal area of ABRS. So dear students, by using result 1, shall I replace area of ABRS is equal to area of PQRS from this? If A equal B means B equal A, means area of PQRS is equal to area of ABRS. It is clear that area of ABRS must be equal to area of PQRS. By using this, I want to replace this area of ABRS. Area of ABRS I want to replace as area of PQRS. So area of triangle AXS as this 1/2 also remains as it is. What I am going to change here is, instead of ABRS I am putting here PQRS. So ABRS is now replaced by PQRS, so area of PQRS, and hence if you watch this, it is nothing but result B, that is area of AXS is equal to half of area PQRS. So dear students, by using this concept, having same base and the same parallel line, we can conclude that the results are like this. So before going to prove any result, we must know what are the common bases and what are the common parallel lines. So I hope you understood this. Moving to next question. Here it is day-to-day life question, dear students. A farmer is going to sow wheat and pulse in his farm, but he is in a confusion that wheat and pulse that he want to take, they must be in a proportion, they must be in equal proportion, and his farm is in the type of the parallelogram shape, right? So we read out this: a farmer having field in the form of parallelogram. A farmer is there and he has its field in the shape of the parallelogram. Now parallelogram PQRS. Now he took any point A on RS. The farm is like this, PQRS. Now he took any point A on RS and joined to P and Q. This point is to be joined by P and Q. So A is point joined with P, A is point joined with Q. That is given. Now the question is, in how many part is field divided? Now the question is, in how much part this field is get divided? First, next question is, what are the shapes formed by the field? If farmer make correction like this, then the question is, first question, in how many parts it is divided, and if it is divided into number of parts, then what are the shapes they takes place? Second question. And last one is, a farmer want to sow. He want to sow wheat and pulse in equal portion. Now the question is, he has to take two yield, one is wheat, second is pulse, in equal portion of field separately. So how he do it? Okay. Now the question is clear to you. He has its own form in the form of parallelogram, and he wants to take two yield, wheat and pulse. Now his intention is to take the yield in the same proportion. Okay, so let us take a look regarding this solution. Now he has its form in the shape of PQRS. Now it is day-to-day life example. So please watch this, because you may use this in your field also if you have it. So it is PQRS. Okay, this is the field. Now in this field, farmer take point A on RS in such a way that he joins the point AQ and PA. He joins the point QA and PA. Now dear students, the farm looks like in this format. Now from figure, A divides field PQRS, this A point divides PQRS into three parts. You can clearly see three parts there, this part, this part and this part, right? Now it converts into three different parts. One is triangle PSA, one triangle. Next triangle is PAQ, this is second triangle, and QRA, that is the third triangle. So it gets divided into three different triangles. Now it is clearly seen, area of this triangle plus area of this triangle plus area of this triangle is equal to area of what, dear students? Area of the complete parallelogram. Very good. So area of triangle PSA plus area of triangle PAQ plus area of triangle QRA is equal to area of the complete PQRS form, right? So we call this as equation 1. Now triangle and parallelogram, triangle this and parallelogram lie on same base. Base is common here and lie between the same parallel. So it is clearly seen, if you observe this PAQ triangle and this PQRS parallelogram, it is clearly seen the base is common and lie in the same parallel, PS parallel to QR. Now area of triangle PAQ, so it is clearly seen that area of triangle PAQ is equal to half of area PQRS, right? So we call this as equation 2. Now if you watch result 1 and result 2 carefully, result 1 and result 2 carefully, area of this triangle and area of this triangle, that is RQA plus P PQA. PQA. It is clearly seen. So we call this result number 3. Now clearly it is seen. Means this portion is equal to sum of these two portions. So the farmer may sow wheat in PAQ. May sow wheat in PAQ and pulse in these two portions, because this portion is equivalent to sum of these two portions, right? Means area of triangle PAQ is equal to sum of these two triangles, right? So if he sow wheat in PAQ portion, in remaining two portion he may sow pulse, or he may do the vice versa. Means in these two portion he may sow wheat, and in this portion he may sow pulse. So either wheat is there, either wheat and pulse in these two sides, or pulse and wheat in these two sides. So using this result, dear students, we can also apply the geometry in our day-to-day life example. We may sow our farm using this type of geometry. So I request you all, please go through all the exercises which is given in the video and try to solve the exercises given in the textbook. So thanks for watching. We will again meet in new video. Till then, it's goodbye. Thank you.